the United Nations Security Council has voted unanimously to impose tougher sanctions on North Korea in response to its recent ballistic missile tests. The US-drafted resolution includes measures to reduce the nation's petrol imports by up to 90%. China and Russia, North Korea's main trading partners, voted in favor of the resolution. The country is already subject to a raft of sanctions from the US, the UN and the EU. Washington has been imposing sanctions on Pyongyang since 2008, freezing the assets of individuals and companies linked to its nuclear program and banning the export of goods and services to the country. The U.S. ambassador to the UN, Nikki Haley, said the sanctions sent an unambiguous message to Pyongyang that further defiance will invite further punishments and isolation. Tensions have risen this year over North Korea's nuclear and missile programs, which it has pursued despite pressure from world powers to stop. The Trump administration says it is seeking a diplomatic solution to the issue, and drafted this new set of sanctions. Last month, the U.S. unveiled fresh sanctions against North Korea, which it said were designed to limit the funding for its nuclear and ballistic missile programs. The measures targeted North Korean shipping operations and Chinese companies that trade with Pyongyang. The UN also approved new sanctions following North Korea's nuclear test on September 3. These measures restricted oil imports and banned textile exports, an attempt to starve the North of fuel and income for its weapons programs. The U.S. has been imposing sanctions on North Korea for more than a decade with little success. In fact, North Korea has said fresh sanctions will only make it accelerate its nuclear program. It has continued to test nuclear and ballistic missiles despite these recent examples of UN pressure.